You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. All right, you guys. Salute to everybody for joining the stream today. Appreciate all y'all for coming on in. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you guys hit that link pinned at the top. Subscribe to the podcast show. And we're going to get right into it as the United States is at war with Iran. This is what a lot of you guys voted for. You guys condone every single thing that this guy says. You condone every single thing that this guy does. I hope that a lot of you guys that support him are ready, willing, and able to go jump on the front line because this is never going to end. This is it. We are here. The United States of America has officially begun in Iran. This is absolutely disgraceful, man. All it is because this dude don't want to release the Epstein files. He don't want y'all talking about the Epstein files. So he want the whole news coverage to shift to something different. This is absolutely disgusting. And a lot of you guys, y'all voted for this foolishness, so you're going to get what you asked for. So I don't want to hear no crying from MAGA or any of this guy's supporters. Uh, when the economy gets messed up again, when America gets dragged into a deep war situation, he's out here telling the United States of America, hey, he's out here telling Iran, take over your government, overtake your government. Some people may be saying that to the citizens of the United States of America with everything going on with the Epstein files and with this right now. That's crazy work. This is what Donald Trump is saying. He has just come out with an announcement urging, he has just come out with an announcement urging the Iranians to overtake their government. This dude is insane, man. You guys wanted this. Y'all praised this. Y'all champion this. Y'all cheerlead this. And you're going to get exactly what the hell you guys asked for. You understand what I'm saying? So all y'all that was voting for Donald Trump because, the economy and all this other stuff, man, you guys, like I said before, cake been baked. Y'all, I hope you guys are ready to get on the front line. I hope y'all ready for this because you asked for this. Mr. No more wars, no more wars. Why are we getting ourselves? This guy's a stone cold liar. And y'all sit up here and believe every word this dude say. Straight stone cold liar. Come on, man. Straight liar. Straight liar. Willing to put lives at risk for no reason. Now, all the Americans who are stationed and based in the Persian Gulf, lives are in danger. You think the Americans are not going to take casualties? People going to lose their life based off this clown. For no reason. For no reason. It is sad where we're at right now, man. So if you guys don't know what's going on, the United States has just launched an attack on Iran. They've just launched a major attack on Iran. And Trump is telling the Iranian people to take over your government while he's out here taking their lives. That's right. This is your president. This is the guy you guys voted for. This is the big liar that y'all voted for. The dude that's all in the Epstein files that's telling y'all there's nothing to see here. The dude who sat up there and campaigned and cried about all these wars that other Republicans and other candidates have been in over the years. Well, meanwhile, what does he do? Turn around and get the United States in the war. So when your economy gets messed up, when y'all pockets is hurting again, messing with this fool, now American lives are in danger. These are all facts I'm telling y'all. You can blame him and blame the people. And I'm going to say it again. You can blame him and blame the people who voted for this clown for all of the casualties that's going to happen behind this foolishness. Because you guys wanted to get behind this type of dude. It's sad, bro. It's sad, man. And I tell you, man, I tell y'all this, man. Y'all truly believe that this guy was some type of great leader, great man. They were setting him up. You guys are delusional, man. A lot of you, something really wrong with a lot of y'all, man. I'm telling you. But you finna see today. You finna see today, right? That's crazy. That's crazy, right? Iran, man, let me tell you something, man. They're gonna go crazy. People think that Iran's just some weak country that you just gonna beat up on and bully on and all this stuff. Donald Trump doesn't care about anybody but himself. That's why I try to tell y'all. I hope every last one of you MAGA members are ready to go out there and get on the front line. Don't nobody want their family to go out here and lose their life messing with this dude. This dude has put American lives in danger. People are never gonna see their family and kids again. Period. They're never gonna see their family or friends again. Never. I'm telling you this. All them people that's stationed overseas, Americans that's overseas in the Persian Gulf, well, time to go into hiding. Y'all need to get it. Y'all need to get the hell out. I'm telling you right now, man. This is gonna turn disgusting. Watch what I tell y'all this. Everybody think it's gonna be a get in, get out operation. Nah, man. This is the big one. This is the one that they've been talking about for the last 20 years. The last 20 something plus years. They've been trying to find ways to avoid this. And y'all sat up here and voted for this dude, got behind and supported this dude's a big liar. The big liar, right? I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. This dude is a liar, bro. No more wars. Why are we getting ourselves involved? We need to get out of these wars. They're wasting trillions and trillions of dollars on wars. And what does he do? Go take y'all right back into another war. I try to tell y'all this, getting you into conflicts with other countries, playing with other people. Got multiple countries who hate you. This dude don't mean multiple countries now hate the United States. So now it's up. Now all of Iran's friends have to make a decision. I'm telling y'all this. It is going to be very bad what happens. I promise y'all this. And all of y'all that voted for Donald Trump, you can blame yourself. Bag chasing Republican, running around here lying to people and all that other shit, blame yourselves. You understand what I'm saying? All y'all talking about, oh, I voted because of the pop, blame yourself. You have to also vote for the character of the man because of the decisions he had to make. He's a disgrace. He's a liar. Absolute liar. Absolute liar. And now when y'all economy is jacked up again, right? Remember how the economy was jacked up during the first war when they went over there and wasn't nothing going on in Iraq? And the war in Iraq, it destroyed the United States economy, and they had to have all of those, you know, they had to roll out all of those loans to the American people. Man, these people crazy. I told y'all this. Now, all the United States bases in the Persian Gulf, all the Americans that's over there are going to get their lives are in danger. A lot of you guys who don't live overseas, you don't know how bad that is, because a lot of these people have lived outside the country or living on these bases or working over there. Now their life is on the line. You're gonna lose some of these people. You gonna wake up today, they're not gonna be here anymore because of Donald Trump. I'm trying to tell y'all this. This man, y'all have voted this man that comes to a man who did all of this to avoid the Epstein file. I want y'all to think about this. You would do all this to avoid, and then you're gonna tell a country to you're gonna tell the citizens to overtake their government. But if they did that to you in the United States of America, you would lose your mind. Right? Didn't I tell y'all this? The United States base is all getting attacked now. I told y'all this. Donald Trump did this. This is y'all's president. You got people that are unalive right now, overseas right now, because of this man. Period. He alienated all the other countries because he disrespected everybody, but y'all praised this. Bag chaser, where y'all at? Get your ass up, put that LeBron James beer package in your chin, put on your hat, your glasses, and get your ass on live and explain this. Because y'all sat up there and led all these people into this foolishness. And I hope that every single member of MAGA is willing to take your ass and get on the front line. Y'all did all this tough talking. Now it's time to step up and stand on business. I done told y'all this. Set up here, praise this guy. Now you got to put all these other people who are out there in the region and lives in danger. That's disgusting, bro. They all their lives in danger. You don't probably took losses already. Now watch how many American lives are lost and how many Iranian lives are lost because of this clown. For no reason. I told you guys this, right? To the person who told me I got to call out everywhere. What the hell you think I just did on this channel? What are you talking about? Oh, you got to do this. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Do you have problems in the comment section with hearing? Do you need a hearing aid? Everybody who voted for this liar, this clown, and he take their ass over there and get their ass on the front line. What the hell is wrong with you? You don't understand English? You don't understand English? This is Donald J. Trump, y'all president, who y'all set up here capping for, you bunch of buck dancing bonanzas, who lied to the whole world and said, he lied to y'all about the Epstein files. Then turn around and lied about the wars. We need to get out of wars, man. We can't be. So when y'all economy get jacked up now, people start losing jobs again. I'm telling you, you gonna see. See, it makes sense why you had to go into Venezuela now. That oil. Because you was gonna need it after going to war with Iran. Makes sense. You guys, his dude's a Trump, man. And a lot of y'all gonna say, yeah. You ain't thinking about the casualties. You're not thinking about the people who losing their lives behind this shit. The people who are never gonna be able to see their family, their kids again. Who have already died. Right now. Who are dying right now. You have to also think about, oh, here we go again with the attacks in the United States of America. I try to tell y'all this. Donald Trump, and then he got enough nerve to get on the stand and tell people, overtake Iran. But if anybody ever said that about America, this fool would lose his mind. I want y'all to think about this. Is any of his kids out there fighting this war? Or he's sending other people's kids out there to die? Y'all voted for this shit. You guys promoted it. You voted for it. Right? And you rode with him. So now you're going to have to get your ass on that front line. Because a lot of people don't want this shit. This man did all of this because of the Epstein file. Shout out to Beverly. $50 donation to Cash App. Salute to you. I appreciate it. Much love, man. I don't told y'all that you guys praise foolishness and lies. They're attacking Bahrain. All the Americans that's in Bahrain and the Persian Gulf are getting attacked right now. You know how many Americans live in Bahrain? You know how many Americans live in Kuwait? You know how many Americans live in Dubai? It's up. It's up. Y'all, this is the dude y'all praise. You praise this weirdo that lied to the entire United States of America And look at it. Most of y'all right now, while I'm doing this video, are asleep. You know why? Because that's what you do in real life. You sleep at the wheel. So y'all didn't care. Y'all didn't care. And it's up now. It's all over now. It's up now. Now you watch. You watch. I want everybody, because y'all finna see now. Shit, it's up. Y'all finna see. It's definitely up. Right? Oh, yeah, you better believe Iran was already going to destroy. They're attacking all Americans and anybody who support them. You better believe anybody in that region, life is in danger. That means all the Americans that's overseas got to get the hell out of there. That's over in that region. That's sad, bro. All messing with Donald Trump. And you guys don't really understand, because y'all live in the United States. Y'all don't understand how many Americans living in these places. Some of them doing military work, all of these things, working at the base. So they living out here. You wake up, they may not even have they may be all dead now. And you can thank Donald Trump. Big liar. Big liar. But this is the guy y'all praise. This is the guy who y'all believe every line, word he say. He's a liar, period. No question about it. Straight liar. And because he didn't want to get deep into the Epstein files, he want to change the subject and talk about a war for the next 3 or 4 years. That's what this war is going to be a long time. You're going to have people, I'm telling y'all this, you're going to have people getting attacked all over. It's going to be attacks in the United States. It's going to be attacks. Iran is going to go shit crazy on everybody. They're going to let it go on everything. This is it. This is it. You ain't going to be able to go nowhere overseas now. You talking about going to the airport? Shit. You don't think Iran was ready for all this? You better sit your ass down somewhere. And y'all let this dude, who's a 34-time felon, march his ass in the White House, lie to you, and tell you, man, we don't need any more wars. We need to get out of here. These guys are crazy. And he come right in the office and do what? Start a war. I'm telling you, he alienated all the other people. Think about what I just said to y'all. Alienated all the other people. And then look at this. And then you start a war with Iran. Crazy work. And it was a reason for years the United States of America avoided war with Iran. And now you have to wake up people. And all these MAGA people, they're going to run around, they don't care, because their ass is not on the front line. See, they don't care how many casualties are taken. They're going to run around here talking about patriotism. This ain't patriotism. This is absolute stupidity. This is selfishness. This is a guy who doesn't want to stand up to his own responsibility of being in the Epstein files. So what does he want to do? Change the topic. He's willing to take you to war, which he just did, and lose American lives, innocent lives, who didn't do shit and asked to be in this war. And I've been telling y'all this for the longest time. And everybody thought it was a game. This dude is insane. That they're going to see, though, because I'm going to tell you something. The only reason why MAGA learns is when you hit them in their pocket. See, once that pocket start getting hit, this is when MAGA's going to start going crazy. You know, once it's another deep recession, because you got so much at war. Didn't all the American people get unrest? Then they're going to run this dude out of there. By this time, it's too late, because blood don't shed now. You went and attacked Iran. So Iran is not going to let up. They're not going to let up. I'm trying to tell y'all this. Think what you want to think. I'm telling you what's real. I guarantee you ain't none of Donald Trump's immediate family members are over there fighting on the front lines. They won't be. They will never put their lives in danger. But they'll put yours. They'll put yours. Now, guess what, y'all? You ain't safe going to work. You ain't safe going nowhere. He cannot guarantee your safety, because they don't fight like that. You know how they fight? Go back to 9/11, right? Now look at what's going on right now. All of the bases overseas are getting attacked in the Persian Gulf. All y'all thought it was sweet over there in Dubai, in Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait. They all out here getting attacked now. I'm watching the videos right now. I'm watching the videos right now where all the smoke is going up. I'm watching it. How do I know about these places? Because I lived in every last one of them. I lived in Dubai. I lived in Kuwait. I lived in Qatar. I lived in Bahrain. Wonderful places, wonderful people, not bothering nobody. Got a lot of American people living out there. A lot of American people living out there, working on the bases. A lot of these people have normal job on these bases, Americans, on the military bases in each of these countries. Now, guess what? A lot of those people aren't alive now because they just lost their lives from attacks. Donald Trump's going to have to come on TV and explain all the casualties that the United States is going to take. Iran is going to let it all go. You got to remember, this is it for Iran. Iran is going to let everything go. And y'all going to say, oh, this is Donald Trump. Somebody said, what's the war for? Because Donald Trump doesn't want the Epstein files to be released. He doesn't want people to keep talking about the Epstein files because he's guilty as fuck and he know it. Period. So he wants it to go away. And these people believe anything this delusional guy says, man. It's sad, bro. It really is. It really is, man. And now you're going to have all these American people lose their lives for no reason because this dude wants some type of big distraction. You're going to have all of these people put in a deep recession where people are already struggling. Still, they already struggling from the first recession that we just had a few years ago. Right? I'm trying to tell y'all this. So, how much money do you think it's going to cost Donald Trump for this war? See, y'all think, oh, we just going to get in, beat him up, and get out. That ain't how it works. Nope. There's going to be a lot of losses in this one. Smash the like button. It's going to be a lot of losses in this one. This man has put every American's life in danger in the United States and overseas, especially in that Persian Gulf and in the Middle East region. I'm telling y'all this. Listening to motherfuckers like Lindsey Graham and all these other people. It was sad, man. And all y'all MAGItes, take y'all ass over there. I want to see you. Y'all talk all this tough talk on the internet. Get up and take your ass over there. Take Tampon, take Mika ass with him too, right? She running around here. She's a MAGA, so take her ass on over there too. Put their ass on the front line. Tell them to take their ass. And they won't. I guarantee you, Futon is more worried about his money than he is about defending the country if he had to. He'll talk about what he'll do to a black man if he do something. What you gonna do with a whole different country? I don't even think that guy can run a meter. I don't think he can run a meter. So take Mika and all these other people that's running their mouth on the internet, talking this shit all the time, and super mag it out. Take their ass on over there. Tell them to take your ass on over there and fight. Don't let other people lose their life behind your coward shit. Take your ass over there and fight. You go. We don't want no cop-outs at all. We want y'all to go. We want y'all to go. Because now y'all finna see it's up. Watch all this American life that's lost behind this shit. I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. And I'm a person that you protect lives at all costs. You avoid war at all costs. Think about this. Think about what I'm just telling y'all. So when the death count comes up, I don't want to hear nobody out here crying, talking about, because all Tampon and them gonna do is come on the internet talking about, oh, they were brave Americans. Now I don't want to hear that shit, man. You guys don't care about people's lives and shit, man. You guys are disgusting, man. Y'all are these people are like animals, man. Savages, bro. You understand what I'm saying? They care about their money and their personal business interests. They wouldn't give a damn about you, and they make it seem like they care about you. You don't worry about it though. Today I'm dropping series on the podcast show talking about that. So y'all need to make sure y'all click the link that's pinned at the top, because I'm talking about that shit on my podcast show today. I already got the episodes ready to upload. That, and you will see, if you subscribe to the podcast, you will see that today. As soon as I get off here. I'm telling y'all this. All these people that's out here talking tough on the internet, they ain't gonna take their ass over there and fight. They're not gonna exchange places with all the innocent people that didn't ask for no smoke. Now think about what's going on right now. All these places getting attacked overseas. I'm looking at it right now. I got the volume turned down. It's sad, bro. I'm looking at it right now. You know? And this is what y'all boy did. Right? This is what y'all boy did. Y'all voted for this. So go ahead and stand on this. The United States Donald Trump has started a war with Iran. He has attacked Iran. You understand? I don't know what the hell is wrong with these people. You guys, I told y'all, are insane. This guy is a stone cold deceiver, liar, and everything else in between. And you guys believe any type of shit he says. Delusional people. Delusional. Has just sent and again, he's going to tell the Iranians to overtake the government. How can they do that when you're bombing them? Make it make sense. You don't took innocent lives over there. People wasn't bothering nobody. Now, what does that do? Create sympathizers, activates sleeper cells. And now every last one of y'all, all you bag chasing Republicans, MAGA followers, y'all gonna sit up here and y'all gonna stand on that for losing innocent American lives. Because this is gonna get real dirty. I'm telling y'all this. Y'all voted for this. This is sad what y'all voted, and this insane man with all of these allegations, 34-time felon. But people, they care so much about their money. They're so greedy. Not about innocent human life, but about their money. That they're going to fuck around and lose their money. Watch. Watch what I told y'all. So y'all need to tell all them people that ran around here screaming MAGA and jump. Nah, you ain't gonna jump. Don't let them off the hook. You ain't finna jump off the bandwagon now. Take your ass over there and get on the front line. Take your ass right on over there right now and get their ass on the front line. Because you fighting the war people don't want. Absolutely disgraceful, man. Now, Donald Trump, man, he's the worst president ever in world history. in world history, bro. You know how many people that's in his group right now that probably are regretting even being around this clown and being associated with this dude, but they did it because of greed, because of money, because of status. I'm trying to tell y'all this, bro. The United States is at war with Iran right now. And you guys think that you're just going to walk in there, attack Iran, and walk away and shit going to happen? Man, y'all crazy as hell. That lets y'all know that the level of delusion is extremely high. People sitting over here underestimating whole other countries. And y'all let this man straight lie to y'all. Iran did not attack the United States of America. United States of America attacked Iran. Tell the truth. And now everybody, every single American citizen has to worry about their lives. Not because, oh, they may hit us with a missile. No, you have to worry about all the things you had to worry about back in the early 2000s. You know, getting your ass on them planes and them high-rise buildings. You got to worry about sleeper cells now. All this stuff is going to be awoken now. I'm trying to tell y'all this. Sure. It's all going to be awoken now. Now, the depths of hell, Donald Trump has opened them, the gates for all of you. Man, have come out here because he don't want nobody talking about the Epstein files. So what does he do? He starts a war. Crazy work. Crazy work. Now think about what I just said to y'all. And Iran, the only thing they're going to do is crash out. Watch. That's what they're doing right now. They're going to crash out on everybody. Iran is going to unleash everything they have. Right? I want to read something to you guys. So, basically, there was a presidential alert overseas to people that was in Qatar because Qatar is getting bombed right now. Americans are in Qatar. And Trump sent an alert on people's phones, right? To stay at home and not go out. So now they've told all the Americans overseas in the Persian Gulf and Middle East, stay at home. They send them all messages, stay at home and don't go outside. What the fuck you mean don't go outside? They're right there in the middle of it. When you live overseas, let me tell you something. When you live overseas in the Persian Gulf or the Middle East, it ain't nowhere to go. You living in their country. Then people can get hit right in their house. And by you. Don't y'all know this? That's crazy work. All your fault. So all them people that's gonna lose their wives, kids, all these people that's overseas, that's living in these certain areas, working, because you know they got normal jobs over here in these places, office jobs, all this stuff. They're gonna lose their life messing with this guy now. They already getting hit. All y'all gonna do is wait to see what the casualties look like. Watch what I tell y'all this. You're gonna wait and see what the casualty count looks like. Right? Shit is sad, man. It truly is, man. Shout out to Glory with the donation. I appreciate you. You and that PayPal. Salute to you, sister. And she said, you woke me up to this. Yeah. You know, I stay on the grind. I already knew it was going to happen. Donald Trump is insane. I've been telling these people this. They don't want to listen. This man did not want, I want you to think about this. All this is because he did not want people talking about the Epstein files. I'm telling you straight up. He did not want the news. He wanted to shift an entire narrative. So this man's willing to put all these American lives at risk because he doesn't want to get exposed in the Epstein files further than what he already has been. Because you got other world leaders. I did a video last night and told y'all. The leader of Norway, former leader, former prime minister, he tried to take his own life because he's been charged in the Epstein files now in his country. I'm trying to tell y'all this stuff. Donna, you know what's in them files. Real disgusting. You know what's in them. And to think all that shit was hidden from the American public for years. Just let y'all know you can't trust anybody. And then Bill Clinton go sit up there yesterday talking about he's a liar too. Bill Clinton is a liar and he full of shit too. He gonna have his judgment day. I'm trying to tell y'all this. Then what did Donald Trump tell y'all yesterday? I like Bill. Didn't I tell y'all this? Motherfuckers be out here on YouTube making it seem like that they really got beef. No, they don't. The only reason why Donald Trump was attacking Bill is because Donald Trump's a coward. He didn't want to take his lick by himself. So when they forced Bill and Hillary to go up there, Donald Trump's nervous because he like, damn, they're gonna try to make me do this shit. Let me start this war. That's why when they put that microphone in his face yesterday, he said, I like Bill. I like Bill. I don't like seeing him get deposed. Man, shut up, you liar. Absolute liar. So yesterday, he liked the Clintons. I thought you didn't like the Clintons. I thought you wanted to see him in prison. No, what's wrong is that all you weasels were fucking with this guy together, and you weasels know all the secrets about each other. Right? And Donald Trump knows it. That's why they did the Clinton shit in private. That's why. That's why they did the Clinton stuff in private. Ask yourself, why didn't they make it transparent and do it publicly? Why? Right? But Donald Trump, who y'all sit up here, and I told y'all play these dumb ass political games online and sound stupid as hell. He gonna sit up there and told y'all yesterday, I like Bill. I like him. Oh, so you like Bill. Now you like him. When you running for president, you hate him. You hate the Clintons. But now you really like Bill. You don't like seeing him get deposed like that. Man, y'all dudes are all full of shit. And Bill Clinton's own former staffer came out and said he was lying after yesterday. Did I tell y'all this? Did I tell y'all this? People really thought that this dude was the answer. A stone cold liar. A sick, twisted individual that's been accused of doing so many disgusting, disgraceful things to people. Shout out to Monica Smith with the $50 donation. Salute to you. This dude is a disgrace. And I'm just telling y'all what the real is, man. I'm looking at the videos. All these other countries is out here getting attacked now. Americans in them. Y'all, man, this is sad, bro. This is sad. Bahrain getting attacked. Shout out to all my brothers and my sisters in Bahrain. I lived in Bahrain. I lived in Kuwait. I lived in Qatar. I lived in Dubai. I lived in all the Persian Gulf. That's crazy work. Good people, man. And they got to get attacked because of this dude on your screen. Americans, and you know how many Americans are out there in Qatar, in Kuwait, in Dubai, in Bahrain? Do you know how many American people, ladies and gentlemen, are in Saudi? A lot. This man have destroyed these. I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. I hope every last one of them Magites get their ass up and take out. Y'all do all that talking on YouTube, man. You guys do all this talking on social media. These MAGA people do all this tough talking. I hope they get their ass up and go over there and stand on the front line and defend Donald Trump. Because I know one thing. I'm telling y'all this. To the person who says Iran's been screaming at because of stuff like this, you fucking with them for no reason. This is why. They never, ever, ever. Listen, you had Americans in Iran all these years. They wasn't over there taking Americans doing this. Go look at, there's videos on YouTube. There was Americans in Iran this year. There were Americans in Iran this year. I'm telling y'all this stuff, man. Cats don't like when you speak the truth. They don't like when you speak the truth. Told y'all. Try to tell y'all. People don't sold their soul to a weasel. People crazy as hell, man. This is the world we live in, y'all. People sold their soul to Donald Trump. Extremely sad. Extremely sad. Extremely sad. Right? Think about what I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't set up here and allow this man to come out here and create this type of situation. Now what's up? Now what's up? Right? Y'all gonna see. So, voted for this shit, man. And people voted for this, man. Y'all voted for this. Man, this is sad news, man. And now all the Persian Gulf is getting attacked. Iran have lost their mind. They're attacking everything now. I'm looking at it right here on the news. Iran is out here going eight. They're going out here going eight. Iran is out here attacking everything in sight right now. So I'm trying to tell y'all this. So now Iran's friends going to have to tag in. Because now Donald Trump, what did he do? He alienated China. He alienated Russia with the shit he got going on with Ukraine. These are all the things he did. And a lot of y'all sat right up here and excused all of this foolishness y'all seen. Shout out to the Spurs and salute to you with the donation. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's sad. It really is. Innocent people losing their lives right now. I'm trying to hit a couple cats that I know over there right now. One of my homies already told me that, yeah, they're getting hit hard over there right now. Bro, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. One of my homies told me this right now. Hey, Jessica, salute to you. Coming through with $100 donation in the Cash App. Appreciate you. And you said to the people who didn't sign up for this didn't deserve. Hey, they didn't. But this is what happens. Yeah, you got all these crazy people out here, you know what I'm saying? Rolling with Donald Trump. I'm trying to tell y'all this. Y'all finna see. Y'all finna see. Donald Trump don't set it off. This dude and all these people believed in Donald Trump. Absolute disgrace. One of the worst dudes in American history. He definitely will go down as the worst president ever of all time. Of all time. Not sometimes, not part-times, but all time. Right? All time. Right? I don't want to hear about none of that, man. Y'all people crazy as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? Sad, bro. Sad, bro. Right? Think about this. Think about what I just said. Y'all don't let this man come over here. This man got 34 felonies. And now he got the entire United States of America at war. In the most unnecessary war ever. Leave people the hell alone. Trying to tell y'all, man. Shit's sad, bro. That shit's sad, bro. Did this, man. That shit's sad, man. Right? I want y'all to think about this. Big ass liar. Now everybody got to suffer because of this dude. All the American people got to suffer because of this guy. Because he's a liar. Stone cold individual, man. Stone cold individual. This man got all these American people lives in danger. Shit's sad, man. That shit truly sad, man. All these people lives in danger like that, man. This dude, y'all praise. Y'all praising this guy, man. You know? That shit's sad, man. Yeah, man. We at war, bro. To the person who asked me, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the girl Charlotte in the, with the donation. Yeah, we at war. You already know what's up. We at war. It's up. It's definitely up. Right? It's definitely up. Yeah, we at war. You know what I mean? Most definitely at war. So it's up, man. It really is up, man. I'm very saddened by all of this. Very saddened by all this. Nigga don't took us out here, put us out here at war like this, man. You got all these people losing their lives. I'm over here looking over the thing. They saying a lot of people is they can't go nowhere, y'all. They stuck. So this shit is crazy, man. People scrambling to get out, they can't go nowhere. They gonna fuck around and shut the airports and shit down. Lord have mercy, man. This guy right here, man. Absolute nut. Absolute nutcase, man. And y'all voted for this guy, man. Y'all put this guy in power. This motherfucker got 34 felons. 34 felonies. And they voted for this dude, put him in power. And none of these people are going to want to stand on the front lines. None of them. Ain't none of their asses going to get out here and stand on the front line. You watch what I tell you. He was willing to go to a whole war with a country versus us to continue to dig into those Epstein files. He was so worried about that being the biggest story that he says, you know what? I want to send the United States of America to war. That's crazy. Now, all y'all people that voted for this dude, you got it on your hands. It's on your hands. So all them 77 million, take y'all ass out there and go on the front line. I want to see every last one of y'all out there on the front line. Put yourself at risk. Take all the people who didn't want no part of this out of this. Because all they're going to do is start crying and, oh, man, I didn't know, man. We were trying to tell you, chumps. Try to tell you, man. But they only going to learn when their pockets get hurt. You watch. These motherfuckers think it's gonna be an operation where they get in, do this, and get out. Nah, it's up now. You don't. Hey, it's bloodshed now. Iran going 8-ish right now. Look online. Look online. And it ain't just gonna be that. It's gonna be everywhere now. It's gonna be internet. It's gonna be sleeper cells. It's gonna, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this. Y'all gonna see. See, people ain't gonna start crying until it affects them. This is the type of world we live in. People don't care until it affects them. It's gonna start affecting these people. Their wallets, right? Ask yourself a question. Where is Bag Chaser at? Where he at? Where is Futon and them at? Bag Chasing Republican. Where is all these clowns at that came out here backing Donald Trump and MAGA? Where they at? Mr. No More Wars and all this other shit. Where they at? Complete bold-faced liar. All of them are. And I truly believe that every MAGA member, everybody that supported Trump and MAGA should be forced to join the army and the military. I truly believe it. I believe that when you vote for a candidate, you should be forced to serve for your candidate first. Period. So all the people that went and voted for this dude, they should be forced to go get their ass on the front line. Get them people who didn't want this out of there. See, when you don't have to do that, and you can sit in the comfort of your home, but you don't care because other people are losing their life right now as we speak. Trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Right? Mercedes, I appreciate you. You came through with a $150 donation in the PayPal just now. Salute to you. You say you never thought Trump was this stupid. Yeah, he is. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. I've been telling y'all this, man. I've been telling you. Hey, bro, the Cash App PayPal link is pinned at the top of the comments. You can let me know what y'all think. I'm telling you, I already know what's up. I already know what's up. I'm trying to tell y'all this. I know what's up. All this because this man don't want to face what's in the man. And you see all these other world leaders getting arrested, jammed up, investigated. Why isn't the United States doing this? Ask yourself a question. Why hasn't the United States been conducting investigation at Epstein file? So I want all the people from the PDB podcast, Fresh and Fit, Myron, all you suckers that's been out here running y'all mouth, backing this dude, line your ass up, take your ass out there. Get on the front line, sucker. Y'all have been running around here promoting this foolishness. Melanie King, Kim Jones, you help this shit too. Get your ass out there too. We ain't discriminate. We ain't discriminate. Futon, all of them. Mika, y'all going to stop doing what the hell y'all doing. Get your ass up, take your ass on over there. Come on now. Y'all did all this talking. We want to sit and look pretty, hiding behind a microphone. No, get your ass up. It's innocent lives being lost. Oh, that's right. Y'all don't care about the troops. You care about your money. Bag chasing Republican. You don't care about people losing their innocent people losing their life. They never care. As long as their pockets are greased, that's all they worried about. Think about what I'm telling y'all. Nicki Minaj, you sitting out here doing all that talking, get your 40-year-old ass and take your ass on over there. Suit up. Y'all talk all this gangster shit, y'all raps anyways. So go stand on that. Go stand on it. He says, I'm seeing the U.S. basically get hit now. Yeah, you got Americans out here dying. Now, wait till they put out the casualty count. The real, because you know Donald Trump, they're going to try to hide the casualty count. They're going to try to hide the American casualty count. Period. You watch. You watch. Watch what I tell you. And when people start seeing how many innocent Americans and innocent Iranians who had nothing to do with this shit lose their life, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Right? Think about what I just said. Think about it. Think about it. Lying to y'all about everything. This man don't lie damn near about everything. I mean, damn, bro. He told y'all he was first going to build a wall. Where is the wall? He said he was going to build a wall and make Mexico pay for it. That was a lie. He told y'all no more wars. That was a lie. Come on, man. I can keep going. It's easy work. He told y'all that he was going to give y'all full transparency. That was a lie. I'm presenting all the lies the American people was told behind this guy, Donald J. Trump. Shit's sad, man. Shit's sad. It really is. Right? People clowns, man. No respect for these dudes, shorty. Right? Hey, what up, man? Y'all, a lot of y'all waking up to this. A lot of y'all, you like, what the hell is going on? Take it? Yeah. Donald Trump has attacked Iran. We at war with Iran. Iran has turned around and attacked multiple American bases overseas in the Persian Gulf and the Middle East. Right? This is exactly what's going on. I'm finna let y'all know right now. Hold on. This is exactly what's going on. I'm telling y'all this. Exactly what's going on. Cats don't want to listen. Cats don't want to listen. Right? So y'all see what's up. Now let me get to this part. I'm finna show y'all. Because y'all know these people be extra ignorant online. Extra ignorant. Right? Think about what I just said. So now let's get to it. Let's get to it now. So let me put this up here for y'all. I want to put this on here for you guys. Right? So let's get to this. All right? Hold on, y'all. Because a lot of these people who talking, they sleep. They see, this is shit I'm telling y'all about. These people are asleep, man. That's the funny part about this shit. How can you be asleep at this time? That's the truth of how these people operate, y'all. They sleep at the wheel in real life. They sleep at the wheel in real life. In real life, though, they sleep at the wheel. In real life. Right? Let me see. Trying to tell these people, man. Let me see, they over here talking about. Because see, you're going to get a better idea over here at the BBC because they're overseas. I don't want no Donald Trump publications, news on this shit. I don't trust any of these people. And I've been telling y'all this. I've been telling y'all this shit, man. Sad situation, man. All right, let's see what's going on, you guys. I'm finna show y'all.
But they have decided to so far hide to do not come out because of their safety, which is a reasonable concern. And once the regime has collapsed, they would arise, they will show themselves. That's a very good possibility. But only time can tell us if it is the case or if it is not. Aman Mahmoudian from the University of South Florida's Global and National Security Institutes. Thank you for joining us on BBC News. Just to bring you some updates, we've heard from the Pentagon that they've given this operation the code name Operation Epic Fury. So that's what the Pentagon is calling this U.S.-Israeli operation against Iran. We've also been hearing from Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He addressed Israel saying the time has come for all segments of the Iranian people to throw off the yoke of tyranny and bring about a free and peaceful Iran. Well, let's bring in Giago from BBC Persian. He's been following developments with me here in the studio. What do you make of what the Israeli government has had to say there, following on from what we've heard from President Trump, asking Iranians to rise up?
I think all the sign indicates, particularly what we have heard from Israel and what we have heard from President Trump, it seems this has been well planned and it won't finish anytime soon. Because as I said just an hour ago, if you would have...
It won't finish anytime soon. I told y'all this. So that means that it's going to be a recession behind this. People are going to lose money behind this, jobs behind this, but most importantly, innocent lives. Trying to tell y'all this stuff, man. They don't want to listen. Y'all think this shit gonna be over in a couple days? Hell no. They finna be at this shit for about goddamn years. Watch what I tell y'all. Years. And that's what Donald Trump wants. He don't want you talking about the Epstein files. He wants you talking about this.
Ask me what is the purpose of this attack, I might have said maybe they want to put pressure on Iran in the negotiation to give up more. But it seems what President Trump said, it was clearly a declaration of war on Iranian and called on Iranian security forces and Islamic and Iranian Revolutionary Guards to choose between death and life. And obviously, he said, leave the government, defect, and also called on people to go to the shelter. There will be a massive bombing in the coming days. And when we don't, we are.
Shout out to Nafisa with a donation in the Cash App. Salute to you. Y'all want to donate? The link is pinned at the top of the comment section. This is what's going on for y'all who are just waking up. The United States and Israel is at war with Iran. They have bombed Iran. So everybody is waking up right now. Y'all are hearing this right now for the first time. This is what's going on right now. This is not a joke. This is not a game. This is live. This is really going. It's really going down right now.
Are done, you can come out and finish the government, finish the regime once for all. It would seem he is clearly supporting the regime change in Iran. And in the past couple of hours, the footage we are hearing is, it seems to me, for example, the Pastor Street is where the government and many security forces are located. The president, just a minute ago, the chief of staff of the Iranian president, in a tweet, he said the president is healthy and he's alive. Nothing has happened to him. Obviously, there was a rumor he may have been killed or he may have been hit. And also, we saw videos, clearly, people in Tehran, they were saying the office of the supreme leader has been flattened, has been destroyed, has been attacked. And even we hear some joyful chanting there because many people are not happy. As your guest said, many people are not happy with the situation in the country. The economy is crippling. Iran is isolated. And also, just more than a month ago, some estimate, President Trump say Iranian security forces have killed 32,000 people, and human rights activists and human rights organizations have identified the names of more than 8,000 protesters who have been killed. That's why many people in Iran, they don't have any sympathy for the government. Many people around the world, they might be surprised why people supporting or wanting a foreign country to attack. And obviously there is a massive divide between the government and majority of people on the street.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The last time the US and Israel attacked Iran, there was a rallying around the flag sort of sentiment, I believe, people who were opposed to that military action. This one comes after those protests were brutally brought down by the government. What's your feeling about how people might react this time around?
We know during the war, normally many people run for safety. Many people, even last year, they left Tehran, they went to other cities to make sure they wouldn't be hurt. And there was a mixed feeling last year. Some people say a foreign country have attacked us. And I mean, I wouldn't say they really supported the government, but majority of them, they stayed at home or left. They didn't come to the street. What Israel were hoping people come to the street and rise up. But we have to wait and see. And what happened this year, it is absolutely unprecedented. In the past 45, 50 days, we have seen every single day footage coming out from the families commemorating their loved one. Universities commemorating their classmates who have been killed in the protests. Most of them, young people, women and men have been gunned down during the protests. That's why so many people are angry with the system. And if you listen to those parents who commemorate their loved one openly without fear, criticizing the regime, they say they would not give up. They will continue until the regime falls. And I think most likely Israeli and American intelligence service, they know what's going on inside Iran. They know the regime is very vulnerable. I think what I was reading between the lines that President Trump was saying, it seems to me in the end, we do not expect a large scale of American troops go to Iran, to boots.
We've heard that before. We heard that back at the war with Iraq. Remember they told y'all the same lie? Oh, we don't expect a lot of troops to be going on the ground. Then what happened, y'all? How long we was over there in the war in Iraq? Remember they end up putting all these troops and stuff? Y'all remember this shit? They lie to y'all on the news and tell y'all all this stuff, and then they come back and do what? The complete opposite. These people are stone cold liars. This is what they do. Right? I'm just being real with y'all. Tremaine Harris, salute to you, brother. In the PayPal. with the $35 donation, I appreciate it. Salute, homie. And he said, got to wake up to this ish. Damn. Yeah, man, listen, bro. Who you telling? I was up in the middle of the night because I don't sleep. As soon as I got the notification, because I already knew it was going down once Trump said what he said yesterday, talking about he wasn't pleased. They had that idea. I said, this dude's going to attack these people. He trying to get off them Epstein files. We already know this. I said to myself, I already knew exactly what was going to happen. And now y'all are seeing it, and people are going to try to downplay it, not make it as serious as it should be. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Right? I'm just being real with y'all. You got Trump versus the Ayatollah. I'm trying to tell people what the real is, man. Be honest with y'all, man. This dude, man, Donald Trump, man, bother people that's not bothering you. And that's the worst thing you could do is bother people that's not bothering you. And now, the United States of America, you have to be worried about all the collateral damage that comes with war. That's what you have to be worried about, the collateral damage. That's the part they ain't going to tell y'all about.
On the ground, but it seems to me with the kind of hardware and
And I've been telling people this for the longest. You know, do they want to listen? Nope.
to weaken Iranian security forces, hitting Iranian leadership, military and also political leaders, in hopes of creating an environment for Iranian people without fear come to the street and end the regime. That's exactly what President Trump was calling today in his speech.
Yeah, I don't want to step too far ahead because we do not know how things are going to pan out in the next few weeks, in the next few hours. But if, as the Americans and Israelis are now discussing a change in...
So think about that hypocrisy. Donald Trump wants the Iranian people. I'm telling y'all this, right? Donald Trump wants the Iranian people to come to the streets and overtake the government. If anybody told the United States people to do that, Donald Trump would, you know what he would do. Imagine if somebody said, hey man, you guys got a president that got 34 felons. You know, he's all in the Epstein files of some of the most devastating allegations known to mankind. He's already went to a different man's country and taken their president and has him locked up in the United States of America. Why don't the American people take it to the street? If somebody else told the American people to do that, Trump would lose his mind. But he's out here telling a different country, citizens, what to do. Think about what I just told y'all. Think about what I just told y'all, man. And he got no problem putting American citizens' lives out there. And all he's going to do is come on and say, oh, well, you know, we're grateful for all the brave citizens that risk their lives and give their lives for all of you, man. Shut up, man. You sent people out there to lose their life, brother. Over some personal shit you had going on that you didn't want to continue to get revealed.
Government in Iran, you know, the opposition has been working for years to try and bring about a change in the country. Just talk to us about what people will be saying, who will be working with who, and how would Iranians want to take ownership of a moment like this?
Well, we know, as you said, there has been a long struggle, so more than 4 decades, against Islamic Republic of Iran by opposition. There are a few.
Now, listen to what this guy's saying. All right, they bringing him out here, and they're saying, hey, man, we gonna let you, we want you to head up this conversation and you know, calm everybody down. Hey, these dudes are true clowns, bro. True clowns. True clowns. Right? It don't even get no worse than this. True clowns. I'm telling y'all this. Hold on, y'all. Let's go right here. Cause I already told these cats. You don't want to listen to me. It is a joke, bro. It really is, man. It really is, bro. And people are scrambling out there in Iran because of this. It's sad. And the things we're seeing on video show that this is quite extensive. It's leadership, it's missile sites, it's the nuclear sites. Several of the naval bases around the Persian Gulf and the Indian Ocean have been hit. The president clearly is calling for regime change, and so the U.S. and Israel are doing everything they can to bring down that regime, taking away all of the tools of oppression and the tools of the state that have held the Iranian people captive for so many years. And we're looking at images from earlier when those strikes occurred in Tehran. And again, President Trump a short time ago, along with Benjamin Netanyahu, issuing a statement, both of them sounding in chorus, talking about how they want to change the regime in Iran, talking directly to the Iranian people. As we know, many protesters in the last few months in Iran have been killed as a direct result of the regime's crackdown. And Steve, give us an idea about the military buildup that's been going on in the region for the U.S. there and what their might is in the region. Yeah, the U.S. has conducted, Michelle, an unprecedented military buildup. So almost half of all of the deployable U.S. air assets are now in the region. Interesting. Almost half. Listen to all the stuff they're telling y'all, man. So this dude is preparing for the whole thing. You put almost half of your available area, bro. And y'all think this shit gonna end anytime soon? And smash the like button as y'all come in here. We should have well over 1,000 likes. I'm going to different news stations covering this. Different news stations. Because I don't trust any one of them. Enough, there's only one aircraft carrier in the Indian Ocean. There's another aircraft carrier that's almost off the coast of Israel. But you would think that if this was going to be a long-term, multi-day event, that the U.S. would probably move that other aircraft carrier into the Red Sea to just because it's closer to Iran. So it's a joint Israeli-U.S. operation, so U.S. Aircraft will be able to operate from Israeli bases, and they will fly over Iraq to get to Iran. So an extraordinary display of air power that only the U.S. could do, U.S. naval and U.S. Air Force air power. So it's going to be a campaign that's going to rely on those aircraft and cruise missiles for the coming days. Steve, we're going to go to... For the coming days. They're gonna be bombing these people, man. Are y'all serious, man? Are y'all serious? And they think that these people just gonna lay down, ain't nothing gonna happen. People gonna lose innocent family members gonna be lost, and they think people just gonna lay down and ain't gonna do shit. Nah, they ain't gonna do nothing, man. You can do whatever you want to do to these people. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Nah, man, nothing's gonna happen. You can go attack a whole person's country. Ain't nothing gonna happen. It's not gonna be no retaliation, no nothing. I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. To Mr. No More Wars, why are we getting ourselves involved? I should play that clip from Trump during the campaign. Why are we getting involved in all of these wars? The dirty Democrats. Meanwhile, he comes and does what? Get the United States involved in another war. Didn't I tell y'all this? And y'all believe all this stuff these fools say. Y'all believe all this stuff these fools say. Disgusting work, man. Disgusting work. Shout out to Anthony Dobbins with the $15 donation in the Cash App. Salute to you, brother. Shout out to my boy, my brother, Marco Hinton in the Cash App with the donation. He says Trump is doing that now. Yahoo's bidding. Man, listen, bro. Listen. It's up for Donald Trump and these people, man. It's up for him, bro. You can see it. You can see it. And like I said, all these people who praise all this stuff, send their asses first. Tell Bag Chaser to go get his fat ass in shape. Go do some sit-ups, some push-ups, some crunches. Get you a blicky and take your ass out there on the front line, sucker. We tired of hearing from you people. Come on here and voice your opinions every day on YouTube. And you all hiding up in room 9. Bring your ass out. You going over there and get your ass on the front line because y'all campaign for this because of your greed. Don't let other Americans who ain't had nothing to do with this shit lose their life while you sit over here chilling, talking about you a millionaire. No, go take your ass over there and stand on business.
Ian Panel, who is taking shelter in Tel Aviv after those strikes. The whole region of Israel is under a state of emergency. Ian, give us an idea, set the scene there. There were sirens earlier. You are now taking shelter.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we haven't heard this, certainly not since last June when the last military operation took place involving Israel, the US against Iran. We had a pre-notice, if you like, that there was a launch in the direction of Israel. It wasn't clear which city it was aimed at. And then literally just about a minute or so ago, the haunting sound of the air raid sirens rang out across a very quiet Tel Aviv. And as you can see, we've taken shelter in the stairwell. A lot of Israelis have shelters at home. Not everyone does. Larger buildings do as well. And Israelis are very used to this from Hamas attacks in the past, as well as Iranian ballistic missile attacks, and everyone seems to know what to do. But I think this is just a sign of what things are going to be like over the coming days and weeks. And normal life here, for now at least, is suspended as it is.
So now all them people in Israel got to live like roaches, hide in bunkers, and do all of this shit. They ain't even going to be able to go to work because their leaders want to take this shit to war. So you sacrifice all of the people for this foolishness that those two guys got. I'm telling y'all this, man. Y'all, bro, this is downright diabolical work. And y'all are seeing it. I want to see Bag Chaser and all these other people. Go tell Mika too. Mika, get your ass up. Get up off that sofa. Stop putting on them yoga pants and go put on some cargo army pants and go get your ass out here and enlist. Take that weave out and go get your ass on the front line. Take out the weave of dirty and go get your ass out there on that front line. This what you wanted. So a weavy wonder, this is what you wanted. Get your ass on. I want to hear that shit, man. Making all these old lame ass excuses. Y'all cared about y'all money more than y'all cared about humanity. Bag chasers. People crazy as hell, man. Y'all keep saying Kwame in the comment section. Kwame actually came out and criticized Trump. He criticized all of them. I saw the video. Maybe you didn't see it. I saw it. Kwame has multiple channels. And I saw Kwame talking about this, saying that they were all involved. So he's not one of those ones that just think that, oh, well, I ain't going to say nah. It's Bag Chaser in them, Myron and these type of people from Fresh and Fit, all these other people, Melanie King, right? Candace Owens, you helped lead the charge to getting this bum elected. Period. You did that. Now you want to turn around and tell people, I made a mistake. I didn't know about the war. I made a mistake. Now when shit got real, Candace Owens talking about she made a mistake. Now get your ass out of here.
Is clearly in Iran, and we have to wait and see. The Iranians said very clearly before this military operation was launched that they would respond, they would retaliate against US assets in the region. We've seen a drawdown of embassy staff. You can hear that's the sound of the alert that everyone gets on their mobile phones. I don't know if I can show you here. You see, it just kind of rings out so everyone knows that there is an alert. There's an air raid siren, and that means potentially that missiles are coming this way.
Everyone's been told across Israel that there is a state of emergency to heed those warnings. You are doing that in the shelter. We just heard from Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu just a short time ago in a statement. It followed President Trump's statement, but they both seem to be in lockstep with the operation.
Yeah, exactly. And we're hearing that they have been working together in lockstep, as you describe it, for months now, planning this military operation. An operation of this kind clearly takes an enormous amount of pre-preparation, not just to coordinate together, but to decide what the targets are. It's widely believed that Israel has intelligence assets on the ground. It was thought that was the case before the strikes that took place in June last year. And in many senses, this is certainly for Israel, from an Israeli perspective, this has strategic importance. Israel is definitely within range of Iran's ballistic missiles. The idea of Iran developing any kind of nuclear device, even though it says that's never been its intention, would clearly threaten Israel more than the United States. I think the difficulty for President Trump has been to try and portray these dangers as dangers also faced by the United States when, frankly, Iran's missiles can't reach the US. But I think for Israel, this is, in some senses, a process that began on October 7th, 2023, of dealing with what it regards as existential threats, dealing with Hamas in Gaza, dealing with Hezbollah in Lebanon, dealing with the Houthi rebels in Yemen, and now dealing with the Iranian regime. I think many of us thought that this would be a much more limited operation that would be targeted.
You thought it'd be a limited operation dealing with Donald Trump. Man, you done lost your damn mind. He done lost your damn mind. Come on. We thought this was going to be a limit. Yeah, you thought a lot of stuff. You thought that Donald Trump wasn't going to get you in no more wars. That's what you thought. You thought Donald Trump wasn't going to get you in no more wars. And what did he do? Sure enough, he comes back in the office with all these allegations in the Epstein files. And what does he want to do? Flood the internet with this. Change the narrative. He's willing to take people to war and to have American lives be lost to change the narrative, bro, online. That's crazy, bro. That should let y'all know right now what it is, right? I'm telling y'all this, man. And so once this thing keeps going on, once you get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months in, that's when y'all gonna really start feeling it. Smash the like button. The light should be up. I know it's early. The light should be up. I don't told some of y'all waking up to this. You like, hold on, what the hell is going on? Yeah, you waking up to this. Hit the like button as y'all come on in. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? This is what a lot of y'all wanted. Y'all voted for this. So you got to stand 10 toes on that. Go ahead and be ready to suit up, boot up, take your ass out there. Because once they get the actual casualty count, watch. If you think there's going to be no American lives lost, y'all are crazy. Wait till they start putting out the casualty count. Y'all gonna see. Wait till they start really taxing your ass for this war overseas. Because who you think gonna pay for this? Who do y'all think is gonna pay for this massive scale war overseas? The American people. They're through taxes. They're gonna tax your ass. You watch what I tell you. Y'all believe Donald Trump when he said he was gonna build a wall and make Mexico pay for it. He's a liar. They'll make the American people pay for it through taxes. And they trick y'all and say, oh, we're going to lower taxes. You think they're going to be able to keep lowering taxes and continue to stay at war, a prolonged war? See, Donald Trump and them are banking that Iran is just going to fold, the people going to turn and hand over the Ayatollah. That's what he thinks. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. And to the person who said most Americans never, no, that's a lie. Most of them did want this dude. Most of these people are completely delusional, and they believe any level of lie you tell them. Anything Donald Trump tells these people, they'll believe and roll with it. I'm literally telling you this. He can lie to your face, which is he's done this his whole time. Donald Trump is the biggest liar in American history. Him and Bill Clinton, they're 1 and 2. They're 1 and 2. He's been telling y'all the whole time he come to drain the swamp. But when they interviewed Donald Trump yesterday, after Bill Clinton was deposed, set his ass up there doing all that damn lying, right? I didn't know anything, but you were around everything. The biggest liar, one of the biggest liars ever as well, the 2 biggest lying presidents in presidential history. Bill Clinton gonna sit up there and tell y'all, Donald Trump comes out and says, oh, well, I like Bill. I don't like that he's getting deposed. Man, shut up, man. So now you like the Clintons. This whole time you've been telling your people that you was gonna lock the Clintons up. Now you like the Clintons. You can't make this shit up. Donald Trump said that yesterday. Oh, I like Bill. I like him. I don't like seeing him get deposed. No, you don't want him to get deposed because at this point, because you know it's gonna backfire on you. You know that you both got information on each other that could take each other down. So you have to be his friend. You have no choice. You have no choice. Sir. Because y'all know too much. Y'all been around each other way too much. Then I had a clown come on here and tell me these photos is AI. Man, get out of here, sucker. These are real pictures. The hell wrong with you? And look at these two, the biggest liar ever. Bill Clinton, like I said, I tell y'all this all the time. This idiot couldn't even tell the truth about getting fellatio in the Oval Office. You trust him with anything else? If you would trust a guy who would lie about getting top in the Oval Office when the girl has your man juices on her dress, come on, man. And let me ask you this. You think it was just her? That's the part nobody ever talked about. You think it was just Monica? Man, get out of here, man. And Hillary Clinton, she's just as complicit. Remember, because when Epstein's brother came out, Epstein's brother said he didn't just pick a side. He said Jeffrey Epstein said he had enough dirt on Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton to end that election in 2016. So what does that tell you? That tells you that Hillary is somewhat complicit. She gonna sit up there act like she ain't know nothing. So how in the hell did Epstein have enough to end the election on both parties? Make it make sense. These are things y'all gotta ask yourselves. I know y'all don't want to do it though, but y'all hate. They make a MAGA. Oh, we hate Bill Clinton. Donald Trump, your leader, said he loved Bill Clinton. He says, no, I really like the guy. I like him. I don't think it's right that he's getting deposed. Nah, you don't think it's right because you don't want them to depose your ass. Now they putting full pressure on you. Think about what I'm telling y'all.
Iran's ballistic missiles in particular, believed to have something in the region of 2,000 to 3,000 long-range ballistic missiles. The short-range missiles are certainly capable of hitting U.S. bases and other U.S. allies in the Gulf. But this looks like something much, much bigger. I mean, Mossad, the Israeli spy agency, has also sent a message out to the Iranian people, as has President Trump. They seem to be going for regime change. They seem to be hoping that they can target, they can weaken, they can diminish the Iranian regime and its brutal security apparatus has been responsible for thousands and thousands of deaths, certainly back in January, when people dared to go on the streets and call for change. We saw protests emerge again just in the last week. And now it looks like President Trump said, you've asked for help from the United States, and that help is coming. And the Israelis are harder sell from the Israelis for many reasons, but they're also trying to make that same case.
Hey, shout out to Justin in the Cash App. I appreciate you, brother. Justin just came through a $25 donation. Appreciate that, dog. Salute to all of y'all for supporting me, too. Everybody that's clicking that link at the top. Salute to everybody for supporting your boy, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. These people crazy as hell, man. I be trying to tell y'all this, man. They don't want to listen, man. Shit's sad, bro. It's sad, man. Y'all smash the like button, too, man. The light's supposed to be up. I don't even know how we ain't got enough lights. I came in here early, I came in the middle of the night for y'all. I lose all my sleep coming here for y'all to get y'all this news. You know? Tell y'all what really going on. You know? I got up in the middle, and as soon as I got the alert, boop, eyes popped wide open. Told y'all this. And Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu don't got United States and Israel into a war with Iran. This is crazy. And who you think Iran is not going to lean on their allies? Shit, man. Shit finna get disgusting. All the way across the board. Trying to tell y'all this, man.
It will firstly make the homeland safer for Israel, but it will also help the Iranian people.
About this second wave of strikes that are going after Iran. We were looking at images as you were talking from Tehran with billowing smoke in the air and people out in the streets. And again, you said President Trump as well as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu urging people in Iran to rise up.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fascinating to watch what happens. I mean, President Trump urged people to take shelter indoors for obvious reasons, because we know that these strikes are going to go on for a long time. These are incredibly powerful, deadly munitions that are being launched at Iran right now. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see whether this acts as a cue for the people who took to the streets, the people who risked their lives to then try to seize power. But it will not be easy. It may even be fanciful. All power, all means of violence, in other words, all arms in the country are controlled by the regime. The opposition doesn't have any kind of arms.
Trying to tell y'all. Trying to tell y'all, man. Shit's sad, bro. So now, man, bro, Dubai and Bahrain have been hit with missiles by Iran. That shit's sad, bro. You're gonna have American people die, you guys. That's in that's in the Persian Gulf, people that's in Dubai, all this other stuff. They're gonna lose their life, man. This shit fucked up, man. Watch. Iran gonna crash out. I told these people gonna crash out before they let you just go ahead and figure. I'm telling y'all this. They're gonna crash out. And the Americans, it's gonna be hard for them to get out of that region. It's gonna be hard to get out of there. Because I told y'all, you got Americans that live over there in the Persian Gulf.
It doesn't have any kind of weapons. And I think people should be looking for, will there be any kind of split in the Iranian armed forces, in the security forces? That's the kind of thing I think that people have been looking for, where people realize that the game is up, that the regime is going to fall, and now is the time to jump ship and possibly ally themselves with protesters for now, but probably maintain power. We're in a whole world where the outcome really can't be predicted. Anything could happen right now. And I think certainly the challenge for President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu is, what are the clear metrics here? How do you measure success?
And again, President Trump signaling that these were going to be widespread operations. We're going to go to
widespread operations. This what y'all wanted. This shit is crazy, man. Widespread operations, bro. Yeah, y'all American people, we ready. This shit gonna last a long time. Watch what I tell y'all. If you think Iran, this shit finna last a long time, man. And y'all know what's gonna happen. The American people gonna pay for it through taxes. Watch. Y'all thought this dude was gonna lower taxes and everything's gonna be cool. Watch y'all new tax bill when he raised them taxes back up again. Watch your new tax bill when he raised those taxes back up again. Watch y'all new tax bill. I'm telling y'all this. Watch your new tax bill, bro. Watch, right? And knowing Donald Trump, he gonna try and make the middle class pay for that shit. Watch. He gonna protect the elites. That's why guys like Bag Chaser and all them dudes, that's why they love Trump. I'm telling y'all this, bro. They love him because he'll protect their foolishness, right? DeJounte, what's up, man? Salute to you in the PayPal. Come through with a $100 donation this morning. And he says, glad I got out of there. Man, bro. So you actually working out there on one of the bases? DeJounte, you was working on which country were you in? Were you in Bahrain, Kuwait, Dubai, Qatar? Where was you at? Where was you based at? I'm gonna explain to y'all how it goes. So over in the Persian Gulf, you guys, everybody gets it confused that doesn't really know. You have a Persian Gulf. So these are the small countries that are over there within the Persian Gulf, like right around that little water area, right? That's the Persian Gulf. The Middle East is different. The Middle East is Israel, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, Syria, uh, and all those countries like that, right? That is the Middle East, right? Jordan, all those other countries that's right there, right? See, I'm giving y'all a history lesson. See, a lot of these cats can't come in and tell y'all this because they ain't never been nowhere. They don't know what the fuck they talking about, right? So all those are really considered the Middle East, okay? So basically, what it is that you have in the Persian Gulf in these different countries bases, American bases, right? Where you have, military bases where you have Americans who are set up and you have troops that are out there. So just like you would have in your state, different states in the country, you have this out there in these countries, military bases, right? American military bases, where it's like American soil, but in different countries. So on these bases, it's just like a regular military base. You'll have stores out there where, the Americans can shop at and get food or like they'll have Nike shops, all that stuff out there, right? At the American base, right? But it's a real base, right? You know, but it's a military base, right? And what happens is that you have people who work out there at these places that are located out there because they're working on different national security things in these other countries, other regions, right? So when it's wartime, Iran doesn't have the technology to straight up hit the United States of America like they want. So what they'll do is they'll just take it out on all those little countries that's right there beside them that have Americans planted out there, or anybody that's supporting or sympathizing with the United States of America. So when you see them, bomb all these other countries, Bahrain, Kuwait, all these other countries and stuff like that, Qatar, all these other countries, it's because all these American bases are set up out there with American citizens. People go out there and work jobs out there on these bases. They go out there and live out there and work jobs, right? Think about what I just told y'all now, right? So that's what's going on. So what Iran will do is they'll say, okay, all right. So this is why you have these safety situations like, you know, sleeper cells and all that other stuff, because if Iran cannot straight up hit the United States with missiles and stuff, what they'll do is that, hey, they're going to play a whole different game. The type of game that y'all seen Bin Laden and them playing, right? And that is, hey, man, we're going to take it to the streets. This is going to be one of the, I'm telling y'all this. So the American citizens are at danger because you never know when it can happen. A sleeper cell. You can walk into a grocery store and it be up. Boom. You can walk into a building, a bank, a big bank building. Boom, it be up. You know, an airplane, airport, boom. So you have to be careful. These are the type of things that happen in the aftermath of war. There ain't no limits. There ain't no limits, right? Now, the worst thing that the United States can hope is that is that Iran has real friends that say, you know what, we don't like how Donald Trump and America has been acting anyways. We gonna team up with you guys and help take them down. So now, guess who does have capability to touch the United States? China. See, this is why it's important. See, let me tell y'all something. When I was young, I used to skip all this social study shit. I used to hate this, like all this stuff. But when I got older and I was overseas in these different countries, and I really started listening and following in the politics and stuff, you start learning about a lot of this stuff. You watching and learning a lot of these different things. And that's why my life experiences of being around the world gave me so much information and allowed me to think differently than just thinking if you just grew up in the hood somewhere. Because you only gonna have that mentality. You have to actually go around and be around the world to really be able to open your mind and understand, damn, this is cap. This is bullshit. See, you only understand how you think. How because that's what you've been programmed to do. Once you start going around the world and living in other countries and seeing other cultures and open yourself, now you get to understand and be in the mind of how other people think. So when they say, hey man, Americans are hypocrites and stuff like that, it's because this is the foolishness they see. They see that you got a president with 34 felons and he's an active president in office. But you telling somebody you draining the swamp and upholding the law. It's BS. And smash the like button as y'all come on in, right? Samantha, salute to you. Cash App, $50 donation. And I'm trying to tell these people they don't want to listen, man. My estimation is this. It's gonna get ugly. I think that Iran gonna crash out. I think the Ayatollah and them dudes, I think Iran is gonna crash out on every possible American target they can. And I ain't just talking about in the air. I also believe that it's going to get so bad that Donald Trump's going to have to send troops into Iran, which you don't want somebody. And I'm going to tell you why he's going to have to send troops. There's no way Donald Trump can tell those people, take over your government, and then he doesn't send troops. That's what comes next. He has to send troops in order to stabilize the country. What does that mean? Now you have American troops involved in another country. What does that do? That raises more tensions because people from other countries say, why the hell do we got these foreigners in here running our country, telling us about our culture, our country? So when they say, oh, no, ground troops, bullshit. It's a bunch of baloney. The ground troops come next. If you're going to overtake the regime, they have to put ground troops in there to stabilize the country. Because anybody could just take over the whole country. Now, that could take a long time. Now, you're going to have locals fighting the American troops because they standing on principle that you ain't supposed to have Americans in there running your country. This is the same as if you're the United States of America and you had people from Japan come take over the states and start running the country. Everybody goes, what the hell is these Japanese people coming over here trying to run our country for? Hell no. So you're going to have backlash. You're going to have people that actually stand up and stand against business. Or stand on business, I should say. This is the type of stuff I be trying to tell y'all that you have to learn. See, I don't get into these deep conversations with people, so people think because I don't know. I'll stir fry any one of these niggas. My knowledge is, I'm deep in the game on this shit. Not some dude on YouTube just yapping my mouth. That's why I always told y'all, war is the worst thing. That's the last possible option ever you want to have to go to because of the collateral damage. And y'all are going to see all of the collateral damage from this war. You're going to see it. I promise you're going to see it. You're going to say, damn, dog, we got hit with all this collateral damage. That's crazy. Shout out to my boy Xavier coming through with $100 donation in the Cash App this morning, man. He said, take it over here cooking, nigga. Stir frying them niggas like Bruh's Barbecue, nigga. And they don't respect it, but I be telling these people the whole truth on this channel, bro. Meanwhile, you get weaklings like Bag Chasing Republican. That motherfucker don't know what the hell's going on overseas. All he gonna do is listen to whatever they say on the news. He ain't never been nowhere like that. Nigga ain't never touched no soil. He ain't never been in these spots in the middle of the night, man. These dudes is clowns to me, man. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, man. War should always be the last option. But when you get people like Trump, who's desperate to get you off the Epstein files, what they do? They make it the first option. Because now what's going to happen? Everybody in the news is now going to shift from talking about what's in the Epstein files to talking about this fake-ass war that's now real, that Americans are going to lose their lives. People are going to be in recessions. Watch me tell y'all this.
Steve Ganyard now. Ian, stay with us, stay safe where you're at, and we'll come back to you if we can. Steve Ganyard joining us. Steve, we've been talking about all night about this military buildup, and Ian was talking about how there's a lot of variables now that we're in it, now that the president has announced that this could be a long and protracted operation.
Didn't I tell y'all? Now the president's telling y'all this could be a long operation. This is the same shit with Iraq over again. This is the same George Bush tactics where they get you in here, they send you in here, and they go a prolonged war where all these American citizens lose their life for nothing. For nothing. Based because they said they had what? WMDs. Weapons of what, y'all? You know. And they ain't have a damn wiffle ball bat. So I'm telling y'all this. These dudes are complete weirdos. And I mean every word of what I said. You gonna watch how it go down. It's gonna be very disgusting. And smash the like button as y'all come on in here, share the video, like the video. I ain't doing nothing but telling people the truth. You get mad at me, that's your problem, not mine. Sitting up here telling people this truth the whole time. They ain't wanna listen. These people don't care unless it happens to them. I'm telling y'all this. And Donald Trump's out here right now. Donald Trump just said we may have U.S. casualties. What do you mean we may have, you idiot? We've already had casualties, dummy. Now he just come out announcing right now we may have, what the hell you mean we may have casualties? You sent them to die.
Yeah, and what that means, Michelle, is that there are lots of targets that the U.S. and Israel need to hit if they think that they're going to at least set the stage for regime change. And that includes not just military targets, but we've seen some targeting of the Basij, which is sort of the paramilitary force that has been responsible for most of the crackdowns for many of the murders of the Iranian citizens on the street. The U.S. appears to have gone after some naval targets that mean that the Iranians can no longer control the Persian Gulf, or at least threaten oil shipments through the Persian Gulf. So a very wide range, not just nuclear, but a wide range of targets that will be necessary if the U.S. does hope to change the regime and to allow the Iranian people to rise up and take control of their destiny. You know, this is unprecedented, of course, in decades of the Iranian regime being in charge. Do you see anything? We've seen the buildup happen publicly. Do you think the timing of this signals that the U.S. and Israel and other allies in the region have information that's not necessarily public for why they would go so big? Yeah, apparently some of the reports we're getting, Michelle, out of Tel Aviv and out of Jerusalem are that the U.S. and the Israelis have been planning this for months. So as we've seen in the past, Israeli intelligence on the ground in Iran is extraordinary. You remember some of those pictures earlier where some of the leadership was killed in just individual apartment buildings and be able to hit individual bedrooms. So that level of intelligence the U.S. does not have, and the Israelis do. So what we're seeing in Tehran is probably these decapitation strikes hitting the leadership where Parliament is, where Khomeini may have been staying. And so that's what we're seeing in terms of the plumes in Tehran. But some of the other targets that we see are much more focused on missile sites. Clearly, the Israelis are concerned about the retaliatory efforts by Iran to shoot rockets back at Israel. We're seeing incoming interceptions right now over Tel Aviv. So lots of things in place here. The Israelis are going to have to play both.
Now, what he's saying is, and here's the thing: Israel's so used to being at war, they got these, missile interceptors. So when you shoot missiles over there, they can intercept them. But here's the problem: when you launch in such a high amount of missiles, man, all the missiles ain't getting intercepted. A lot of them shits get through. So you might intercept some of them, but you ain't gonna intercept all of them. And what happens? Now you lose an innocent casualty, you innocent civilian lives. And this is all political. All the stuff these people are doing is for political purposes. You think they care about the everyday average? You really think Donald Trump cares about the everyday average person that's out there fighting? Hell no. Hell no. That's why we're trying to tell y'all need to get y'all minds up and how y'all thinking. Ask yourself, since Bag Chase and all these people talk that shit they talk, why they ain't willing to get out there and suit and boot it up? People crazy as hell.
Offense and defense, and the U.S. will be using both aircraft in the region and aircraft carriers at sea. Steve, I want to bring Martha Raddatz in here. She's obviously spent a considerable amount of time covering the Middle East. She's been to Tehran. As you watch all this unfold, Martha, what are your thoughts?
Extraordinary to see bombs hitting right there in Tehran and this quest for regime change. But most of all, listening to President Trump. Why now? And that is a big question. But what President Trump said
there ain't no
is
big question.
Our objective.
We know the answer. We know why it is now. And so stop beating around the bush, lady. It's because this man is getting exposed in the Epstein files. And he does not want the media to continue to run these Epstein files and inform the general public of what type of person this guy really is. He doesn't want it. Remember, there's still a lot of stuff in the Epstein files that have not been revealed. We will not see until years from now because there's 3 million files that was released. And they're saying that was only 2% of the files that was released. With all the millions of files they get. You know how long it takes to go through millions of files? Every day you're reading new things about what's being discovered in those files. It's crazy work. I'm telling y'all this. I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. They need to take all the MAGA supporters, line their ass up, and make them go get on the front line. Period. Donald Trump talking about it's going to be casualties. You send them out there. Why don't you send your MAGAites? Crazy work, man. Y'all see it. I'm sitting here just telling y'all the truth, man. People don't put their faith in this dude. These dudes are all stone cold liars. He don't made y'all think the whole time he hate the Clintons. But yesterday, when shit popped off and got real, he gonna come out talking about some, I like Bill. I like him. Yeah, I've been telling y'all motherfuckers they like each other. But y'all didn't want to listen to me. No, Ticket, that was in the past, man. That ain't now. No, yeah, it is. Go look at Donald Trump's interview yesterday after Bill Clinton did his deposition. Go listen to Donald Trump's interview yesterday. Oh, I like Bill, man. I think it's bad that he has to be deposed. No, you think it's bad because now they putting your ass on the grill. And now they're saying, okay, since presidents got to testify under oath, under the penalty of perjury, we're going to march your ass up here. And what does he do the very next day? Bomb Iran. Change the topic. Y'all ain't peeping game? Peep game now. It's right in front of y'all. Front of your face. The in-your-face disgrace. Right? Absolute disgusting work. And a lot of y'all is cool with that shit. Right? I'm just telling the truth. Right? A lot of y'all is cool with that shit. Think about what I just said. But now all of a sudden, no, I like Bill, man. You been always like Bill. You threw Bill under the bus to save your ass. When y'all two ran together, y'all two was always in the same circles. I try to tell y'all this. These people are all in the same circles. They were all together. But Hillary don't know nothing. No, she know everything. She knows everything. See, they don't want the American people talking about that, digging into this stuff that happened in the past. Donald Trump was forced to do this because he bit his tongue trying to get elected. I'm going to be transparent. Oh, okay, Trump. You're going to be transparent? Are you going to release them Epstein files? Oh, what? Yeah. I said, are you going to release the Epstein files? Yeah. I don't have a problem doing it. Really, he does. Then he didn't think that his own people was going to hold him to it. So when MAGA did the one great thing they've ever did, which is push this bum to put out the Epstein files, now he's screwed. Because he can't go back and say, nah, I was just joking. Nah, they really thought you was going to do this. Right? I want you to think about this. So now he's acting like I'm being transparent. No, you ain't. You don't put Pam Bondi, all these people. They're all at risk now, messing with you. Messing with you. Now we're in a full-blown war that he knows is going to hog the media cycle all day, every day, for years, because he didn't want it to be the Epstein files. But guess what? We still going to talk about the Epstein files. We still going to talk about it.
Is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime. What that imminent threat was, we do not know, and whether they'll explain that to the American public. But the American public at this point is just learning how massive and how large this strike package is. They do want to take out these missile sites, clearly before missiles are launched, but missiles are already being launched. But that was one of the objectives if they decided on this larger attack, to take out those missiles, to take out launch pads. Now, if they are in the area where Khomeini, the Ayatollah, lives, probably doubtful that he is there in Tehran, because the Iranians clearly knew if they were not reaching an agreement with the United States, that President Trump would take this kind of action. The Department of War, and now I can say it is clearly the Department of War at this point, are calling this Operation Epic Fury. Netanyahu is calling it Operation the Roar of the Lion. But this is huge. We heard the president warn the American people, and let me read this again. I do not make this statement lightly, said the president. The Iranian regime seeks to kill the lives of courageous American heroes.
Who did the Iranians attack in the United States? Literally, the United States and Israel attacked Iran. This is they are playing the Jedi mind trick on y'all. They're making y'all think that Iran attacked America. When? And people are going to believe this dumb shit. I'm telling y'all this. But I can't wait, because what goes up must come down. I can't wait till they get Pam Bondi and all them people. They're going to get Trump. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. They're going to motivate to expose this guy. Right? I just want everybody to think about what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is oh so real. Oh so real. Shout out to my boy Xavier again in the Cash App with another $20 donation. And he says, how long you think the war gonna last? Oh, for years? Shit. How long did the Iraq war last? How long did the war in Afghanistan last? This ain't no different. This ain't no different, dog. Except for this time. I'm trying to tell y'all this. Yeah, y'all know what it is. You have to really use your minds. And salute to everybody that's tapped in. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. For everybody who's just walking in, United States is at war with Iran. They bombed Iran. So now the war is on. The beef is definitely cooking now. And Iran has retaliated by bombing American targets in the Persian Gulf. Right? In the Persian Gulf countries. They've responded by doing that so far. That's their initial response. Imagine what's going to happen when they start getting these deeper other responses.
Be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war, he said, but we're doing this not for now.
In war, I told y'all this. Talking about something we may have casualties. You know, we are going to have casualties, asshole like. We are going to have casualties. And you know it. What a clown. What a clown. Y'all see all of it. Yeah, y'all already know. You think Iran's going to be alone? No. Just wait till other countries start jumping in to help Iran. And America, they're not going to get the support they think they're going to get worldwide. They're not. I'm telling you this. Shit is going to backfire. If you think people are just going to come out, support the United States on this, y'all lost y'all damn mind. Remember I told y'all all this shit. Remember what I told you, right? And y'all smash the like button, man. Salute to everybody that's tapped in. Sorry to wake y'all up with this. These people crazy as hell, right? Sorry to wake y'all up with this. And Iran is now saying they're going to crash out.
Now we're doing this for the future, and it is a noble mission. The president has been briefed again and again, and we're seeing those pictures of these huge smoke plumes in Tehran. I was on the ground in Tehran shortly after in President Trump's first term took out Soleimani, the leader of the IRGC. There were massive protests after that. And there were people who were angry with the United States, people who are not normally angry with the United States. They were calling for death to America. I've been inside those mass protests when people are basically forced to say that, but there were definitely angry people, angry young people. But that was 2020. I was there when Iran retaliated and hit al-Assad air base in Iraq. I think we had 100 traumatic brain injuries after that. That kind of leaked out after many weeks, after many months, because originally I think the president said there weren't really any injuries. But that is the kind of thing that the Iranians launched then. They did not launch any further attacks on the U.S. at that time in retaliation for the death of Soleimani. But I think one of the main reasons they did not was because they accidentally shot down a commercial airliner that night. Again, that was January 2020. So I think in the humiliation of that and the horror that they shot down, it was a Ukrainian aircraft commercial airliner. They did not further retaliate to the U.S. But this time, I think you will see them trying to do whatever they can. I've heard people say they do not think Iran will hold back this time as they are attacked. Whether the damage the U.S. and Israel are doing right now can contain some of that is yet to be seen. We have, over the past weeks and months, hardened our bases in the region. We've evacuated certain people. We've camouflaged aircraft. Some of the aircraft, they flew out of those bases in hopes that those aircraft would not be hit, not just to engage and do offensive actions in Iran, but to protect that aircraft. And they put up Patriot missile batteries. They put up every defense they possibly can. But you also have drones, and I know Steve can talk about this a lot. You also have the threat of drones from Iran as well, and all of those ships, the carriers in the region, are vulnerable.
ABC's Martha Raddatz.
Now, do y'all hear all this stuff they saying? Now, you wake up and the United States is at war. And a lot of y'all that voted for Donald Trump, and like I said before, the man who says, why are we doing all these wars? This is what y'all get. This is what you asked for. This is what you gonna get. You waking up, people waking up like, what the hell? What's going on? Yeah, they bombed Iran. It's on and cracking. Iran has already started bombing United States targets. Yep. Donald Trump has come out talking about something. There may be casualties. What the hell you mean there may be casualties? It's on his hands. Straight like that. He the one pushed the button on this. He the one who has to deal with all the aftermath. Right? Listen why I'm trying to tell y'all this. I didn't even get no sleep. Came right in here, cooked for 2 straight hours with you guys.
We're seeing those images again. They're very limited images, but they say a lot with the recent strikes that have been going on between the U.S. and Israel in a joint operation. President Trump, moments ago, speaking from his Florida estate in Mar-a-Lago. We want to take you there and let you listen to his words about the operation.
A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world.
He's lying. What allies? Who else has helped you throughout the world other than Israel? That's a lie. I ain't seen no other country jump in this shit and say, hey, yeah, man, we teaming up with y'all on this. That's a lie. This guy's a big liar, too. Right? Big ass liar. Sad, bro. Who did they attack? Who y'all gotta tell me, who did Iran attack that was American citizen before America did anything to, before America did, who did Iran attack? Who did Iran attack in the United States in order for the United States to open a military operation against them? No, this military operation started because the United States wanted to go tell another country, hey, you can't have a nuke, but we can, but you can't. Come on now, this is really what happened. And they said, hold on, you can defend yourself as your own country, but we can't defend ourselves. Nope, we gonna police all that shit. Is what basically the United States try to do. So when Iran doesn't want to give up their capability to protect their country, here comes the United States with the bullshit. You gonna attack the plants, all this other stuff. I'm just trying to tell y'all this. Y'all see what's going on. And Donald Trump seen this as a perfect time to pop off. Why? Because he's getting hammered with them Epstein files. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here, man. So if you notice something, I noticed something, you guys. I don't even want to say this. I don't even want to say it. Man. I don't even want to say it. Because I already know what type of situation it's going to cause. You know what? I'll say it on the podcast show. I can't say it on YouTube. I'll say it on the podcast show. I can't say it on YouTube.
For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass.
Now, look how he keeps saying they said death to America. Well, Donald Trump, look at what you've done. You've actually brought death to people's countries. You killed innocent people in Venezuela when you went and did the operation to go get their president. Come on, man. So what's worse? This is the reason why, the hypocrisy of America. This is the reason why. Your hypocrisy makes people hate and despise you. Always trying to be the police of the world. People crazy, man. Try to tell y'all this. Now you watch. Smash the like button as y'all come on in here. And he tries to use key code words that's going to outrage Americans. Oh, they said death to America. Really? So why do you have Americans that was walking around Iran without no problem just the other month? Videos on YouTube. What they'll do is they'll say little code words to get people upset. They said death to America. We have to stand up. Peep what I'm saying to y'all now. Peep game.
Murder targeting the United States, our troops, and the innocent people in many, many countries. Among the regime's very first acts was to back a violent takeover of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding dozens of American hostages for 444 days. In 1983, Iran's proxies carried out the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut that killed 241 American military personnel. In 2000, they knew and were probably involved with the attack on the...
Now look at all of these little fake ass reasons he's trying to give to why he went to war. This is what he's doing to y'all. Trying to tell y'all, man. Sick individual, man. Very troubled individual is Donald Trump, man. Very troubled individual. But these cats on YouTube, man, they'll praise it. And these dudes ain't never been overseas, ain't never been on this place. They'll come in here and lie just to have that narrative out there. They'll lie for that. Think about somebody that's willing to lie on that, y'all. Like, you really willing to lie for that dog? Yeah, he willing to lie for it. Right? So, most definitely, man. Yeah, man. Y'all seen it. Y'all definitely saw it. Can't say you didn't. Can't say you didn't. Right? So, salute to everybody tapped in. Donald Trump has just taken the American people to war. He just did it. It's sad, man. And this is what it's boiled down to, you guys. Right here. That's what it's boiled down to. Right? Now, peep game. Peep game, you guys. Peep game. And he'll say all these little code words, and the shit don't mean nothing at the end of the day because he's full of it.
Enforcement right now. You know, in the years since 9/11, American law enforcement has been at various points at the highest levels of alert and not even really come down off of that type of footing. But just think about the logic is right there. It's easier to break up a plot of a number of people, but you don't know what's going on in one person's head. ABC's Josh Margolin, thank you very much. We want to go back to ABC's Steve Ganyard. Steve, again, for people who are just joining us, getting caught up here, we're looking at those images a little bit earlier, those big plumes of smoke coming out of Tehran after the U.S. and Israel carried out those joint strikes. In the past 2 hours, we've got Iran now signaling that they are going to respond and are responding, and alerts are also across Israel and also the region. We just also learned in Qatar that they had evidence of an incoming missile.
Yeah, both Qatar, and there seem to be plumes of smoke over Manama in Bahrain, just on the western side of the Persian Gulf as well. So this was anticipated, Michelle. Everyone knew that if Iran was attacked, that they would do retaliatory strikes, revenge strikes, and they know that most of those Gulf states were supportive of the U.S. in the past. While the U.S. didn't launch from those countries, this is just sort of a payback because for years they've allowed the U.S. to operate from their shore. So I think the other interesting thing here is that the Israelis have said quite clearly that these initial strikes were intended to surprise the leadership. As we were talking about earlier, this is the first time in recent memory where the U.S. or the Israelis have conducted a strike in daylight. Usually they do it in sort of the middle of the night, 2, 3 a.m. To catch people in their beds. But this was done on a Saturday morning in Tehran. You can see it's a bright, clear day in downtown Tehran. And so that's part of the element of surprise. And clearly
Clearly, the Israelis were looking to surprise the Iranian leadership. They surprised the rest of the world, as did the U.S., but the whole idea here is to take out as much of the Iranian leadership as they can. And now that the element of surprise is over, the U.S. and the Israelis will focus on knocking down those missile sites that are going to be used in retaliation.
ABC's Steve Ganyard, thank you. We want to actually go back to Martha Raddatz, too, who, again, has been in the region. What do you think the mood is throughout the region, talking with your military sources as well for Americans overseas?
There is great uncertainty and there is great fear about what happens next in terms of retaliation. First of all, there are 92 million people who live in Iran who President Trump has basically said he wants to rise up and go after the regime. Those people have to be living in fear too, with bombs raining down. And what's next? Certainly the sentiment I have seen on the streets, and we have all watched those protests, they want that regime gone. They want it gone, but that is a very, very difficult thing to do. President Trump has had great success with his military operations. Venezuela, it went exactly the way he wanted it to go. He grabbed the president, but this is not Venezuela. This is far more complicated and far more deadly, possibility of being deadly for Americans in the region. Iran can't.
Try to tell y'all that. So all of them innocent Americans, life in danger. And if y'all knew, if you only knew, see, a lot of y'all don't live overseas in those other countries, the Persian Gulf, and work on these bases. So think about all the military bases that you may have in your state. And you see all of those people. Now imagine you having these in different countries in the Persian Gulf with full of Americans, right? Who are just living normal lives overseas, but they're working in these military bases, right? So they work, then they go home. And imagine now they're in a situation where they don't have that much protection like that. And Iran is right there in their region. So instead of Iran just attacking the United States of America, they're going to attack the United States soil and other countries. That's right over there in the Persian Gulf. We're going to attack all that. Boom. See what I mean? Then they start getting into unconventional war tactics. This is the part that is the scariest for all the American citizens. What do you mean, Ticket? What do I mean? Unconventional war tactics. Do you know what those are? Yeah. Go back to what happened in 9/11. And y'all voted for this dude. This dude told y'all no more wars. He sat up there and criticized all other Democrats, talking about, oh yeah, the Dems, they got us in all these wars. And he criticized his predecessors and Bush and all these people for getting them in all these wars. And I'm going to get us out of the wars. I'm the one that's going to, man, this mofo came in and took y'all right to war. I try to tell y'all this, man. And who the hell you think going to pay for it? Who do you think going to pay for it? You think the Israeli people going to pay for it? You think Donald Trump's going to make the Iranian people pay for it? Hell no. He's going to make the American people pay for it. Think about what I just said to y'all. That's the part these big dummies don't ask themselves. Who the hell going to pay for this? Who's going to pay for that war? Remember, you don't just go to war and it's free. No, it costs money to go to war. Somebody got to pay for that shit. So who you think gonna pay for it? And smash the like button as y'all come on in. You damn right. This shit finna hit you right there in your pocket. Tear your pocket up. Peep what I told y'all. It's gonna tear your pockets up. And I've been saying this from the beginning.
Reach the U.S. right now with any sort of missile, but they can reach our bases in the region. We have fortified those bases as much as possible, but there is still a great risk at this time. We heard the president go through that list of the horrors that Iran has rained down on U.S. forces, that they took hostages in 1979. But during my trips there over the last decade or so, there had been a warming of relationships. In July of 2015, we signed that nuclear agreement along with Britain, France, Russia, China, Germany to restrict Iran's
And
nuclear
Donald Trump came and
program
tore it
in
up.
return for sanctions relief. When Donald Trump was elected president, he withdrew from that agreement.
Once again, they're not finna tell y'all that. And y'all wonder why they don't trust y'all. The American people had come to an agreement, the country, they had come to an agreement with Iran, right? That's why it was no beef. It was cool still. The tensions were low. Trump comes in, tears up, says, no, I'm tearing that shit up. Imagine having an agreement with somebody, then Trump comes in, tears it up, and goes to war. You can't make this up. You gotta be trying to tell these people this. You can't make this up. And you wake up and the United States of America is at war. And now Trump is telling them surrender or die. This is what he's saying. He's telling everybody else this, but he don't understand that David beat Goliath. I'm trying to tell y'all this now. Trying to tell y'all. This is what Donald Trump said. Like them people just gonna fold and not do nothing.
And that's where we are today. We don't have an agreement. He wanted an agreement. He wanted them to stop everything, said they would not do that. I know that publicly Iran had said that they did not want to build a bomb, but that's a very different thing, just making a statement than signing something and coming into an agreement. So there is a great deal of uncertainty. There's a great deal of fear, and he has clearly chosen the path here that is the most massive strike. He said he wants to annihilate Iran's Navy. He wants to raise all of the missile sites. This is a very, very tall order, Michelle.
ABC's Martha Raddatz, thank you. We want to finish up with Steve Ganyard real quickly. A lot of military assets in the buildup over the past few weeks. Walk us through that very quickly and tell us what's next.
Yeah, Michelle, obviously dozens and dozens of tactical aircraft, F-35s, F-22s, U.S. Navy aircraft carrier has dozens and dozens of aircraft as well. But we're also going to see Israeli aircraft participating, but it is going to be an air war. It's going to be an air war coming from land bases, mostly in Israel, and from the two U.S. aircraft carriers that are in the region. So they have the ability to do sustained operations. So the president has said this will not be just one day, will not just be one set of strikes, that this will go on for days. It's just going to depend on which targets need to be resurfaced, which targets need to be re-hit over time as the U.S. looks at the initial strikes to see what kind of damage was done, waiting to see if the efforts to topple the regime, to take out regime leadership, will lead to some sort of an overthrow of the regime by the Iranian people.
Now, Steve, I look at this map that we're looking at right now, and I see it dotted with destroyers and carriers and attack planes all the way around. Explain to us the position of all these military resources in the region and how they coordinate with one another.
Yeah, Michelle, you can see there that the Persian Gulf is sort of like a bathtub. And so most of the major combatants that the U.S. has are out of the Persian Gulf and they're in the Indian Ocean. So we have the USS Lincoln is well south of Tehran, or of Iran, the Iranian coast, several hundred miles off the Iranian coast. So well out of expected danger from short and medium range missiles that Iran may launch at it. So most of the U.S. naval power is outside of the Gulf. There are some smaller ships that are going to try to escape, but right now the Iranians have their heads down because both the Israelis and the U.S. are going after those missile sites that are going to be used to try to retaliate by the Iranians. So most of the things you see there are well outside, or at least in a safer place than they might be, not inside of the Persian Gulf, where they would be sort of much easier to target.
You know, the president said again tonight that they had obliterated nuclear sites. He rattled off 3 of them, of course, the Natanz, as well as the Forda also. And give us an idea of how much destruction that they had last June, and also what they're after in these initial hours of their bombing campaign, the U.S. and Israel.
Yeah, those strikes earlier on in Midnight Hammer, Michelle, were very, very pinpoint, and they used B-2 bombers and these hardened penetrators that are able to penetrate deep underground. So the damage that was done there was anticipated to be quite extensive. We don't have any way to look underground to see what was actually destroyed, but we have seen that the Iranians in the past few weeks have tried to pour cement over the top of some of those nuclear facilities to make sure that the U.S. can't hit them again. To do that, to go after those deeply buried targets, is going to take B-2s. It will take bombers over Tehran. We haven't seen those involved. That was part of this deception plan that the U.S. and the Israelis put together. They weren't going to put big bombers in the region to sort of give a heads up to the Iranians. It's sort of like, oh, we'll keep talking, the negotiations. We said Marco Rubio is going to go to the region here on Monday. So they tried to lull the Iranians into a sense of complacency that maintained the element of surprise.
And we learned that there were Tomahawk missiles, other missiles that were used in this initial strike. What sort of capability do we think Iran has at this point?
At this point, it's just going to be revenge shots. So, in the past, the Iranians have launched at not only the base or the countries in the region that have been supporting the U.S. Now we're seeing the what appears to be the Fifth Fleet headquarters in Manama, Bahrain, has been targeted. Perhaps in Qatar, the U.S. bases there in Qatar. So it's all revenge shots, and it's just trying to do something to disrupt the flow of U.S. aircraft and Israeli aircraft over Tehran. So they're going to be very limited. They're going to have to be a bit heads down because obviously there are airplanes airborne right now looking for missile sites, trying to preempt those missile attacks. And so this is going to be a real challenge for the Iranians to do something substantive while they don't know what their leadership, whether their leadership is still alive. They don't know what their leadership wants them to do. But at this point, what the Iranians are going to be able to do is mostly revenge. The unique part about this effort is this is the first time that the U.S. really in decades has gone after any of their naval assets. So the Iranian Navy, various ports have been hit along the Persian Gulf and along the Indian Ocean, Chabahar, Bandar Abbas. So the U.S. is going to go to great lengths to make sure that the Iranian Navy, the IRGC part of that, don't have the ability to interfere with shipping, particularly oil shipping, coming out of the Persian Gulf.
Steve Ganyard, thank you very much. Stay with us. We want to go back to Tel Aviv.
And that's why it gets more dangerous. Because now what it does is it puts American citizens in the run, because now you have sleeper cells and all these other things, and this is the form of how they fight. When they can't reach you through the air, now you have ground operations and all these other things, and now this puts fear and terrifying atmosphere in the hearts of the people. You know what I'm saying? Once something goes down like a 9/11, now everybody's in fear. This is the type of stuff that can happen. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. So when people say, oh man, y'all don't really understand. These people not coming here to fight fair, bro. Once you don't bomb them, it's up. You know? I'm looking at the videos now. It's going to be a lot of casualties behind this, man, and this is all going to be on Donald Trump. 1,000% is all on Donald Trump, because he lied. He sat up there and campaigned on this shit about not getting the United States in more wars and criticize other people, and y'all sat right up here and gave this dude a pass. So that same pass y'all gave Donald Trump, you're going to have to live on that. The same pass you gave him. Crazy work, man. And a lot of people not going to have no answers. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. They're not going to have no answers. They're gonna be sitting out here. Oh, well, Iran said that, man. Y'all don't even know what the hell going on. You listen to what Trump, and I'm telling you. Who did they put their hands on? So yes, then you got to deal with the United States. On paper, you got to deal with them. And Trump comes in and tears the deal up and says, nah, I don't like that. Unbelievable work. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm reading the comments. And so, y'all know I'm definitely going to salute everybody that's listening. Y'all know what's up. They don't want the Epstein files to be released. So they're going to put out, and he's willing to go to war.
That's where Ian Pannell has been hunkering down, and he's back out of that shelter, as we can see. But again, the alerts are still there. Ian, give us an idea about the mood there in Israel. There's a state of emergency that's been going on. Iran has, through its state media, says that its response has begun.
Yeah, that's right. As expected, the retaliation has begun. Iran actually launching 3 waves of strikes against Israel. We believe there have been intercepts over Jerusalem. As we were reporting earlier, we had the air raid sirens here, and so we, like most people in the city, were taking shelter. It's already been a very, very quiet morning. We were woken to the sound of an air raid siren, essentially warning people that a state of emergency had been declared, warning that preemptive action, in the words of the Israeli Defense Minister Katz, had been taken against Iran, and that everybody should expect a response in the form of drones.
Try to tell y'all. Try to tell y'all. Try to tell y'all. Like, share, subscribe. United States of America is officially at war. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.